Hello everyone. If you don't know, we are Tectonic Games, and our first title, Bust and Rush, is a fast-paced 3D runner that utilizes multiple lanes, jumping, and busting through objects that are in your path. In our first dev diary, we wanted to talk a little bit about our level creation and how we came about it.
One of the main problems of non-repetitive environments in games is that they require hundreds or thousands of man-hours to create convincing, unique environments by hand. To combat this, indie studios often turn to procedural generation to semi-intelligently generate environments, and our studio is no different. We wanted to be able to create visually interesting environments that would keep players interested, with minimal obvious repetition, and without spending hundreds of man-hours on individually crafted chunk backgrounds.
So how we did this is by creating handmade smaller chunks of level that include the background assets, floors, walls, and a script to spawn puzzles within it, which we call our chunk system. So chunks would randomly spawn as the player progresses through the game, and whenever the player passes a chunk, it gets destroyed. Good things about this are we were able to specifically lay out chunks in an order if we want a certain level to do a certain path, or we could just have them randomly generate. So we evolved this method into another method.
So that method is the symbol system, and the symbol system was created mostly to give artistic variation to our randomly generated chunks. Chunks were cool because we could endlessly spawn them to create endlessly different gameplay, but the levels in which they were spawning in, so the backgrounds, were always the same, basically. We had the set of about 5 of them. So the basic idea of the symbol system is to create a symbol object that can be placed in a level by an artist. And these symbols are replaced at runtime by a randomized version of that model with different attributes changed on it, like rotation or size, to create visual randomization. We pulled a lot of inspiration for this from Spelunky, as that's exactly what they did, and we thought it was really cool. This allowed our artists to visually place things in levels where they thought they could be. So if they wanted a rock to be somewhere, they could just go and place a rock symbol, and it allowed the scene to still be randomized and interesting. But on the negative side, engine limitations really changed how many iterations of this we could achieve. We couldn't really have a symbol within a symbol or anything as complicated as that. Thanks guys, that's it for this dev diary, but stay tuned for the next part in our series on level creation. Feel free to comment and subscribe to Tectonic Games for future updates. Thanks.